Breaking news. Manila is now setting its sights on missile production, a move that could shift the balance of power in the Pacific and send ripples across the region. Deep within a highly secure military facility, Filipino engineers and top military officers gather around a gleaming missile prototype, their faces a mix of determination and pride. This isn't just another weapon purchased from foreign suppliers. This missile is being built right here, on Philippine soil, by Filipino hands. For decades, the Philippines has been known as a buyer of military hardware, dependent on imports for its defense. Now, the nation is poised to become a builder, taking control of its own security. This is more than a simple policy shift. It's a bold declaration of intent, a signal to the world that the Philippines is ready to chart its own course. The South China Sea remains a flashpoint, with daily reports of standoffs and rising tensions that threaten to spill over at any moment. For generations, the Philippines has relied on treaties and the support of powerful allies to keep the peace and protect its interests. But the world is changing fast, and in this new era, relying solely on others is a gamble that could leave the nation vulnerable. The nation now recognizes the urgent need for its own credible deterrent, a force that can stand on its own and command respect. Acquiring India's BrahMos missile was just the first step. The next, even more ambitious, is building a domestic ballistic missile capability from the ground up. This move is about more than just defense. It's about national pride, technological sovereignty, and the belief that Filipinos can lead in cutting-edge innovation. Filipino scientists and engineers are now at the forefront, pushing boundaries and proving that the country can compete on the world stage. The defense budget is no longer just an expense. It's an investment in innovation, resilience, and the future security of the nation. The journey ahead is tough, filled with challenges and late nights, but the goal is clear: true independence and self-reliance. Allies and adversaries alike are watching closely, analyzing every move, every announcement, and every test. A Philippines with its own missile program is no longer just a bystander. It's a new and significant player on the global geopolitical chessboard. No longer a pawn, the nation is becoming a strategic actor, shaping its own destiny and influencing the region's future. This decision is born out of necessity, a bold and calculated response to growing uncertainty and external pressures. This is the story of how a nation chose to forge its own shield and sword, transforming adversity into opportunity. Manila's missile gambit is now fully underway, with each new development watched by the world. The world is watching as the Philippines steps up, determined to secure its place and protect its people. The stakes have never been higher, but so too is the resolve of the Filipino people and their leaders. The future of Philippine defense is being written now, in blueprints, in laboratories, and in the hearts of those who dare to dream. This is just the beginning, a new dawn for Philippine defense, and a new chapter in the nation's story. There's a world of difference between buying a weapon and building one. When you buy, you're simply acquiring a finished product, but when you build, you're investing in your nation's future and capabilities. Buying means dependency on parts, maintenance, and upgrades. Every repair or improvement relies on someone else's permission, schedule, and priorities. The seller holds the keys and can cut off support at any time. Your nation's security is at the mercy of foreign interests and shifting alliances. True power isn't borrowed, it's built. Real strength comes from the ability to create, modify, and sustain your own defenses. Building weapons is hard, requiring investment in education, research, and industry. It means nurturing talent, developing new technologies, and building a skilled workforce. But the rewards are immense: full control, adaptability, and innovation. You gain the freedom to upgrade, customize, and respond to threats on your own terms. In conflict, a nation that builds can replace losses and outthink the enemy. It can adapt quickly, learn from setbacks, and maintain momentum when it matters most. Buying leaves you vulnerable to sanctions and embargoes. One political decision abroad can halt your entire defense system, leaving you exposed. True security can't be imported. It must be homegrown. Only then can a nation truly stand on its own feet, confident in its independence. The choice to build is about national destiny, not just procurement. It's about shaping the future and ensuring the country's survival and prosperity. Does a nation want to be a perpetual customer or a master of its fate? The answer defines not just military strength but national pride and resilience. For the Philippines facing real threats, the answer is clear. The stakes are too high to rely on others for protection. The time to stop being just a customer is now, Every step toward building is a step toward true independence and lasting security. Building is the path to true strength. Sovereignty starts with self-reliance, and self-reliance begins with the courage to create. The Philippines must become a builder. Only then can it secure its future and claim its rightful place among strong, independent nations. To truly understand the impact and power of domestic weapon production, we need to look at two nations that have taken very different paths. Consider Israel and Iran, two countries shaped by conflict, surrounded by threats and driven by necessity. Israel, with significant U.S. support, has built some of the world's most advanced missile defenses, like the Iron Dome system, which intercepts incoming rockets with remarkable precision. Its entire strategy is focused on defense, protecting its people, cities, and critical infrastructure from constant danger. Billions of dollars in military aid, cutting-edge technology, and international partnerships make this possible for Israel. Israel is a builder, but it builds with immense external help. Iran's journey, however, is a stark contrast. Isolated by sanctions and cut off from global arms markets, Iran had no choice but to develop its own weapons industry from the ground up. Starting from scratch, Iranian engineers reverse-engineered foreign technology, learning through years of trial, error, and determination. Today, Iran possesses a vast, homegrown missile arsenal, one of the largest in the region. While its weapons may not match Israel's in sophistication, they are numerous, reliable, and entirely indigenous. Iran's strategy is built on offensive deterrence, threatening massive retaliation to keep adversaries at bay. This sword, forged in isolation and adversity, has become the cornerstone of Iran's national security. Iran proves that even without powerful allies, a determined nation can become a missile power through sheer necessity and innovation. The lesson is clear: necessity drives innovation, and adversity can spark remarkable achievements. Both Israel and Iran show the immense value of building military capability at home, each in their own way. Now, the Philippines stands at a crossroads and must carefully choose its own path forward. The Philippines isn't Israel. It lacks a wealthy patron to bankroll its defense. U.S. support is real, but not unlimited. An Iron Dome-style shield is simply unaffordable. The Philippines' situation mirrors Iran's limited resources, facing a larger adversary. Matching China ship for ship is impossible. Like Iran, the Philippines needs an asymmetric advantage. Ballistic missiles offer a cost-effective deterrent. In a crisis, foreign support may be delayed or restricted. Relying on imported weapons is risky. A homegrown missile program brings resilience and independence. Factories, experts, and supply chains must be national. The lesson: smaller powers must be smarter and more self-reliant. The Philippines needs its own sword, locally produced, numerous missiles. When no one else will save you, you must save yourself. Build the tools for your own defense. The numbers tell the story. Buying Western missile systems is prohibitively expensive. A single Patriot battery can cost over $1 billion. Defending the Philippines' vast coastline would cost tens of billions, unaffordable. In contrast, a Pralay-like missile costs around $1 to $2 million. For the price of one Patriot, the Philippines could build several offensive missiles. This changes the economics of defense. A $2 million missile can threaten a multi-billion-dollar warship. Asymmetric strategy lets smaller powers punch above their weight. Domestic production keeps money in the local economy, supporting jobs and innovation. It's not just an expense, it's an investment in national security and prosperity. The smart path is clear. Build at home, invest in the future. The numbers make the case. Building a missile industry doesn't start from zero, it starts with partnership. The Philippines' BrahMos deal with India was a milestone. The next step: acquire a system like the Pralay, but insist on technology transfer. The deal must include training, license production, and eventual full manufacturing in the Philippines. India's buy and make model is the blueprint. Start by assembling missiles from kits, learning hands-on. Gradually, local companies manufacture more components. Universities develop specialized courses in rocketry and guidance. Over time, the Philippines moves from assembly to full production. Eventually, it can design and build its own improved missiles. The Pralay deal is about buying knowledge, not just hardware. This partnership jumpstarts a sovereign defense industry. The Philippines shifts from customer to creator. This is the path to true capability. A homegrown missile arsenal offers more than cost savings. Locally produced missiles are cheaper, allowing for larger inventories. Quantity creates a saturation problem for enemy defenses. Domestic production means flexibility. Missiles can be tailored for the archipelago's unique geography. Launch platforms and warheads can be customized for specific targets. Rapid upgrades are possible as threats evolve. Survivability increases. Mobile launchers can be hidden across thousands of islands. A dispersed force is hard to eliminate, ensuring a credible second strike capability. All these factors create a powerful deterrent. Deterrence is psychological, make aggression too costly to consider. The Philippines becomes a porcupine, not seeking a fight, but dangerous to attack. This is the essence of smart defense. Strength comes from self-reliance and adaptability. The need for deterrence is urgent. China has built a massive missile force targeting the region, including the Philippines. Its artificial islands bristle with radar, aircraft, and missiles. Without a counter, the Philippines is dangerously exposed. China could quickly destroy Philippine forces and isolate the country. But a force of Filipino ballistic missiles changes everything. Suddenly, China's assets in the South China Sea and on its coast are vulnerable. The Philippines gains the power to strike back, altering Beijing's calculations. An invasion or blockade becomes a costly gamble. The goal isn't to match China, but to make conflict too expensive to contemplate. A domestic missile program is the great equalizer. It restores strategic balance in the West Philippine Sea. Deterrence is now within reach. A missile is more than hardware. It's a symbol of national will. But hardware alone isn't enough. The Philippines must build strategy, doctrine, and skilled personnel. Invest in science, engineering, and research at home. Create scholarships, fund research, and establish a national defense university. A domestic missile program reverses brain drain and fuels innovation. This is a whole-of-nation effort, requiring government, academia, and industry. Building a sovereign defense is a generational project. True sovereignty is earned, not given. The Philippines has been a buyer for too long. Now is the time to become a builder. The reward control over destiny and security for future generations. The missile is the tool, self-reliance is the goal, sovereignty is the prize.